For years, guitarists craved clean, pristine tones. They sought the purest sound, free from any imperfections or unwanted noise. Distortion? That was something to be avoided, a sign of weakness. It was considered an error, a flaw in the equipment that needed to be fixed. Little did they know, a revolution was brewing. Musicians began to experiment, pushing the boundaries of what their instruments could do. This unwanted sound, this anomaly, would become the lifeblood of rock and roll, heavy metal and beyond. It transformed the musical landscape. It's hard to imagine modern music without the raw power and emotional intensity of a distorted guitar. The sound that was once shunned became a symbol of rebellion and emotion. But how did we get here? How did this sonic mistake become the backbone of countless genres? The journey is as fascinating as the sound itself. The story of Distortion is a tale of experimentation, ingenuity, and a relentless pursuit of new sonic territory. It's a testament to the creativity of musicians. From the earliest days of amplified music, guitarists were pushing the limits of their equipment, searching for ways to make their instruments louder, more aggressive, and more expressive. They wanted to stand out, to be heard. This quest for volume and intensity led to the discovery of a phenomenon that would change the course of music history. Distortion was no longer a flaw, it was a feature. In the beginning, distortion was an accidental byproduct of pushing amplifiers beyond their intended limits. Vacuum tubes, the heart of these early amplifiers, were designed to amplify signals cleanly. But when pushed too hard, they began to clip, creating a compressed, overdriven sound. At first, this was seen as undesirable, a sign of a poorly calibrated amp. But some adventurous musicians' ears perked by this new sound began to explore its possibilities. One such pioneer was Junior Barnard, a Hawaiian guitarist who, as early as the 1930s, was intentionally manipulating his amplifier tubes to achieve a distorted sound. He even used a sewing needle to further manipulate the tone, showcasing a remarkable understanding of the technology and its potential. Barnard's innovative approach, though largely unheard of at the time, foreshadowed the sonic explorations to come. The 1950s saw the rise of rock and roll, a genre that would forever change the landscape of popular music. With this new genre came a growing demand for louder, more aggressive guitar sounds that could match the energy and rebellious spirit of the music. Guitarists like Goree Carter and Willie Johnson began incorporating distortion into their recordings, pushing the boundaries of what the electric guitar could do. They utilized the natural overdrive of their amplifiers to add a raw, untamed edge to their music, creating a sound that was both powerful and unique. Carter's 1949 recording of Rock-A-While is often cited as one of the earliest examples of distorted electric guitar in popular music, showcasing his innovative approach. However, it wasn't until the invention of the fuzz box in the early 1960s that distortion truly took center stage, revolutionizing the sound of rock music. This revolutionary device, with its ability to generate extreme, over-the-top fuzz tones, allowed guitarists to explore new sonic territories. The fuzzbox provided guitarists with a whole new palette of sonic colors, enabling them to craft sounds that were previously unimaginable. The fuzzbox quickly became an essential tool for artists like the Ventures, the Rolling Stones, and the Yardbirds, who used it to create some of the most iconic sounds of the era. This innovative device helped to define the sound of a generation, leaving an indelible mark on the history of rock and roll. Section 4. Gods of Distortion, Hendrix and Page Unleashed. The late 1960s saw the emergence of two guitar heroes who would become synonymous with the sound of distortion, Jimi Hendrix and Jimmy Page. These two legends revolutionized the way the electric guitar was played, each bringing their unique style and flair to the forefront of rock music. Hendrix, a master of feedback and sonic manipulation, used fuzz and overdrive to create a swirling, psychedelic soundscape that was both innovative and groundbreaking. His ability to harness the chaotic energy of distortion and turn it into something beautiful was unparalleled. His blistering solos on tracks like Purple Haze and Foxy Lady pushed the boundaries of what was possible with the electric guitar, inspiring countless musicians to embrace the raw power of distortion. Hendrix's performances were not just concerts, they were experiences that left audiences in awe. Page, on the other hand, utilized a wider range of distortion techniques, from the warm overdrive of his Supro amplifier to the searing fuzz of his tone bender pedal. His technical prowess and innovative use of effects pedals set him apart as a true pioneer in the world of rock guitar. His iconic riffs on Led Zeppelin classics like Whole Lotta Love and Black Dog showcased the versatility of distortion, proving that it could be both heavy and melodic, aggressive and nuanced. Page's ability to blend different tones and textures made his music timeless, influencing generations of guitarists to come. Section 5. Distortion Today and Beyond. A universe of sonic possibilities. Since the golden age of Hendrix and Page, the world of guitar distortion has continued to evolve at a breathtaking pace. From the heavy metal crunch of the 1980s to the experimental noise rock of the 1990s and beyond, guitarists have relentlessly pushed the boundaries of distortion, utilizing a vast array of pedals, amplifiers and recording techniques to create a seemingly endless spectrum of sonic possibilities. The future of distortion is limited only by the imagination of the musicians who wield it. As technology continues to advance, we can only imagine the new and innovative ways that guitarists will continue to warp, mangle and transform the sound of the electric guitar, ensuring that distortion remains an integral part of the musical landscape for generations to come.